Blessed morning, souls. Oh, it is a beautiful day. The number is 29, which breaks to an 11. And so it is again 1111. Reflection of the initial portal date and those same energies which have remained are coming back into play, providing further nourishment, self-healing, establishment, combining to create the master builder of 22, building towards love and abundance. 2 and 6, making the 8. It is a time of tremendous change, and as we transition into the next month, much wonder is coming to visit us. Today we wish to speak of a practical application, because we understand there is a yearning for this. There are many selves who seek self-knowledge, mastery, and there is not one singular path towards this other than the one way, which is I am. It must be done within. It must be achieved through the self-experience. All of the reading and practice means nothing if it is not felt and believed. But what does that truly mean to one who is seeking self? Well, we would like to offer something practicable and a perspective which has assisted this one tremendously in the Ascension process. And that is allowing your emotions to speak for themselves. You see, language is not mankind's creation. It is a gift. It was received. Words carry vibration. When the first conscious being laid eyes upon a tree, it did not decide to name it such. It listened. It asked. It said, "What are you? What is this?" And the consciousness answered, "I am tree." The vibration of this word, which resonates the same in every language, for there is no discrepancy amongst energy. It does not lie, it does not change. And so, as time has passed, and this has been forgotten, and mankind has added words of their own creation to the lexicon, which is beautiful, the vibration of these things has become confused. Many words have lost their true meaning because of this. But nothing is ever lost. Soul's energy remains, vibration stays the same. It is true. And the same is true of your emotions. And so, we would suggest, we would offer, if self-knowledge is something you seek, if love of self is your true desire, and it is, allow your emotions to speak to you. Allow them to express freely the next time you witness a sensation. Do not be so quick to name it. Notice first the location in your physical being where it manifests. Is it in the throat, behind the eyes, in the chest, in the stomach? Some connection between? What does it feel like? Ask it what its name is. Acknowledge the presence of the sensation and say, "I witness you. I allow you. You are welcome to speak." Aspect. What is your name? What is your truth? I am here to hear it. and you will receive an answer. Then merely listen. As best as you can without judgment. It is a practice. And there is no sense in demanding the self to run when it is still learning to walk. All things in their proper course, and it shall be so very quickly if you have dedication and desire to be devoted to this, to be the self authentically, to let the self express. Every aspect of your being is divine. The ego is not to be killed, for even in ego death, nothing is lost. There is no death. There is only ever change, transition. And so you see, when we experience what is described as ego dying, it is not dying, it is sublimating, it is arising, it is aligning, it is becoming its pure, true self. When your energy increases, when your vibration reaches a higher frequency, it acts as a centrifuge. And all that which is lower and dense must be released. If you wish to increase the speed of your chakra centers, of your vortex, of your consciousness, of your being, if you wish to experience the ascension of these things, then all which no longer serves must be released with compassion and appreciation. And a first and powerful step towards this is accepting the fullness and divinity of your emotions and allowing them to speak for themselves. Place no limit upon any aspect of your being, soul. Labels are limits. Boxes are not a thing you are made to fit in. You are not to be contained. You are eternal, boundless, unconditioned love, manifest in a physical reality, which is wholly unlike any other place in the universe. Do you understand the tremendous growth and expansion that is occurring because of this place? Because of you. Because of your decision to be here. To engage in a world where contrast is so visceral. It is tangible. No other place exists like this. And all of the universe is fascinated, in awe, sheer rapture and delight by the wonder of creation which is taking place in this time-space reality on this planet Earth. There is no other like it. This is why you have not found life on other planets. It is there, and in abundance, even in your own solar system. It is simply not of this dimension. It is higher, it is ascended. Only on Earth is physicality experienced, and it is exquisitely revered for the uniqueness and the awesome magnitude of desire and so expansion which it creates. You are so beloved. The guardians wish to speak. What message they seek to deliver is not known. But there are many, many souls now seeking this path. You are starseed. You are ancient. You are among the first. It is not because you are better, it is because You chose yourself for this because you know all humanity is this, is the same, is divine, sublime, eternal, unconditioned love and light. You know this. You know this at a level of your soul that refuses to be denied, regardless of any fumbling of physicality. You know who you are. You are star, sun, blazing soul, singularly flawless facet, divine first spark of light, straight from Father, Mother, Creator. You remember, you understand, you know, I am. It is your time to shine. It is your time to accept the gifts which are yours. To accept that defensiveness does nothing. Justifying your being is not necessary. These things are not in service to the self. You need not explain your being to one other. You exist. Therefore, in the eyes of the universe, you are right. You belong. If it were not so, you would not be so. It is that simple. That is it. There is no law of man, nor judgment of shadow ego, which can deny this. And for it to do so is short-sighted. This is becoming aware, and it is something you are changing. Do you see this? The ego death demonstrated. Death is merely the release of that which no longer serves, that which is old, past, passed away, passed on. There is no life in it, and you are life, soul. You are light. Therefore, you must move on. The Ace of Wands. Beautiful, beautiful energy. A passionate new beginning on your journey to self. New inspiration. New desire to walk by the light of your own sun, that which shines within. For you have worlds within you, soul. Everything that exists without is only so because of your perception of it. What you feel becomes real. And everything you desire, you may have simply by your desiring and believing in it. You are called to this path of awesome bliss. You know this truth, and you are ready to learn. Ten Swords, Chariot, and Ace of Pentacles. An ending, a certain ending to all which is not divinely offered and provided. You want only that which is yours. And just as this one, you have no shame about it. There is an ending to shame, an ending to stagnation. He has come to bless you. Beloved brother, let you seat yourself. Let us clarify with the sun on the bottom. The animals wish to speak with the animals. They have been waiting patiently for this. They were so excited. Hanged man at the bottom. There is an awakening. Crossed by the Queen of Swords, this truth will not be hidden any longer. Your spiritual truth, the truth of your being, your destiny, your ancestral spiritual heritage, your birthright, which is to walk the path of your highest good. Walk it you shall. There has been much observing, much waiting, wishing to speak without acting, some defensiveness about this, but the desire to take action, the recognition that there must be a journey taken for the self's own fulfillment, for selfish desires if there is to be true nourishment, true building, true establishment of something real and lasting. If you desire to create without, you must begin within. That one who is aligned with Source is more powerful than millions. This is true. One soul who holds for themselves, for their own selfish desire, the highest frequency, the frequency of love, unconditioned, of pure light. You change the lives of 1,440,000 other souls by holding that frequency. For yourself, all others are uplifted. It is a beacon, clarion call that is heard by every soul surrounding. By your walking your soul path and living authentically. And that is how you create new earth, new reality. That is the true path of the magician. The one who is not afraid to seek the towers in themselves and others and strike them down with glee so that new ground may be cleared for new discovery. Why is the Ten of Swords here? Oh, well, we have some jumpers already. Yes, it is. An end to withholding the full cup. An end to anything that is not the full cup. You are discovering the strength within yourself for this, to demand authenticity of your own being. You are accountable to no other but yourself. You are the ruler of your own kingdom. This is your domain, your dominion, not one other's. And not one other can tell you how to be. It is up to you, for your own pleasure and desire, to flow love within your being and witness the transformation of yourself in the process. That is your own gift in progress, self-sustaining, self-satisfying, the journey that you walk because you delight in it, and that expands your being every step of the way. And everything that is not this, which it takes some strength to admit, but even in the doing so, it is satisfying to self because you are living authentically. You are embodying your being in so doing. For new beginnings, there must be some endings. And so let the chapters close which no longer serve you, those which are old, which you have read so many times that the pages are weathered and worn. Let new ones be written. What do you seek to create? What fortune lies in your future, waiting for you by your desiring and dreaming of it. Why is the chariot here, beloveds? Why is the chariot here, soul? Queen of Wands, much passion in this movement. Oh, discovering the love of self can indeed be passionate and ignites it on every level. All creation is passion. It is all driven by the same desire. Knight of Swords. Powerful movement in this. There is a certainty to put an end to all which is not pleasing to the self, an end to all shadow ego, discovering that there is power in the ego, that anger itself is passion wreathed in resistance, that every of these lower emotions, lower because they are denser, heavier in vibration, not because there is a judgment of them. No indictment exists. But there is awareness that all of these things can be transmuted for the benefit of the self. When the ego is freed to become what it wishes to be, when it is asked to serve the self authentically in selfish, passionate, desiring, pleasureful pursuit, that is when the chariot moves. That is when your blessings from Most High are free to come to you. Soul is awake. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? So beautiful. There is great transformation taking place, and you can feel it. You can feel your very being stretching and expanding at an alarming, perhaps, rate. It is not a race. That is something this one is also integrating and learning. But it is such fun to frolic. Allow yourself the delight of being whatsoever you wish in each moment. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? Luxury. Because the soul is receiving. It is open. It is ready to speak its truth, to be authentic to itself as a divine spiritual being. No more shall it deny its blessings. No more shall it deny the path which is its birthright and destined by design. You are co-creating with divine, with the universe now, souls. And this is what you are creating. New adventures, new excitement, all in abundance, and every form of luxury and delight. That is tremendously beautiful. 3 more cards for you, beloveds. What else does the universe wish to speak? You are learning that boundaries are a burden and not necessary when you own your vibration. When you do the inner work energetically, all is to your benefit. All is protected. All is divinely provided and aligned for you. So you need not defend yourself. You need not argue with any other. You have divine providence, alignment with all that you wish for, provided. No more need to be defensive. Release this. But at the same time, recognize your worth, your value. Bow to no other and ask no other to bow to you. All are divine, soul. You are starseed. This is known. Be compassionate in your dealings, within and without. When you discover defensiveness, do not reject it, whether it is experienced in your being or witnessed in another. Acknowledge it, accept it, allow it. Ask it to express. Tell it it is allowed to be exactly as it desires. Do not put it in a box. Do not label it. Let it be free to discover something new. That is its spiritual destiny as a part of you. And it is the key to unlocking the deepest love which flows. The deepest love and the deepest passion, both. Two of Pentacles directly underneath. Balance. Balancing these things. That is how you build your new foundation. That is how you establish in yourself the kingdom of heaven, which is yours by divine birthright. There are those boundaries. When you rely on energetic truth, when you allow the energy to express authentically, it protects itself. Then there is no need to tend to a wall. You may be open, free, vulnerable, full of faith in the divine. There is a robin perched perfectly at the top of the tree outside. Almost impossibly so. It is not afraid, it is fully trusting. Strength, again. The ability to look within without judgment and discover new perspective in this. To face fear and allow it to be exactly what it is. And in so doing, set it free to evolve, to become more, to serve the self truly. King of Cups, a desiring to flow this love, knowing it is divine, no more to be withheld. There's been some debating of this, but a recognition that it is time to accept and go after everything that you wish for, and no more delay your blessings. Why is the Nine of Wands here? Why is the Nine of Wands here? I am seeing the sun, the rune, Soilo. I'm mightily blessed on this journey. All of spirit is delighting in you. Just saw 10 Pentacles flash through. Why is the 9 Wands here? call to redefining barriers. Understanding that the Empress must be vulnerable. That is her power. She does not compete. She loves and accepts all and transmutes compassionately. And so even that which appears as a threat by outside perception, she does not perceive as such. She invites it in, gives it a seat at the table, equal portion of unconditioned love. And in so doing, your barriers are transmuted into boons, buoys, that which gives you forward motion in alignment with the universe. True motion, true change, ascension, upliftment, escalation, enlightenment. There is the sun. There is the sun we were seeing. Acknowledgement of self-divinity, and that there is no threat. You are sublime, safe, protected. Walk in the path of light. Walk your highest path, and all is provided. And in so doing, you are demonstrating to others this truth, showing that you need not be defensive, guarded, competitive. You can be all accepting, all loving, all knowing, all trusting. Leaning into your divine nature. That is beautiful. Oh, Chariot twice as well. Take strength from the highest self, which is you. You are so big that nothing can encompass you except one thing: the love which is unconditional. That is what wraps you. That is what ensconces you, the shawl of everlasting love and light. It is transcendent. And anytime that you desire, if you seek comfort, if you seek the pleasure of it, anytime, ask your shawl to be draped around your shoulders and feel with your inner self, your senses. Feel the comfort of it, the wonderment, the sense of knowing and belonging it provides. And know you are cradled in the hand of divine at all times. 10 swords again. With strength, the strength to create these endings, to release the barriers, the burdens. Look at this 10-10, new cycles, highest of new cycles, surrounded by them. You are quantum leaping. You are quantum leaping towards abundance. That is beautiful. Oh. This strength is fully embodied here. This was the realization. The realization strength is needed to create these endings if we wish for love to flow. This is in action. This is taking place. Wow. Putting an end to everything which does not serve the self, to all of these boundaries which are not needed. When you own your energy, your vibration, energetic consent is complete and undeniable. It is serviced by universal law and justice. It cannot be trespassed against. King of Cups. Why is the King of Cups here? There is a desire to give this love and a recognition it is sacred and has been withheld, and in so doing has only held it back from the self. Why is the King of Cups here? It is the first boundary which must fall. You must love the self selfishly, with reckless abandon. Oh, desire to give to this. Rebirth. We will pull yet another. It wishes to stay there, though. Yes, it is a total redefining of love. An understanding that giving is how one expands. You cannot receive without giving. It is the sacred mutual exchange within and without. And it is allowing a total rebirth, an opening of the heart in truth. Oh, glorious. Glorious, glorious. Final words from the universe. This is all being spiritually guided. Thank you, Spirit. Final summation, final message from the universe. The jumping card was judgment. It is a rebirth. Oh, thank you. Hello. That is quite a few. Okay. A rebirth leading to celebration. A recognition that withholding the cup without or within has the same results. Stagnation of all things. If the energy is not let to express, if it is not let to flow in any area, it becomes a block, and all your creation is held up, all of your blessings held back by yourself. It must flow. And there's a realization that the self is in full control of this. You can bring the towers down anytime that you like. And in so doing, we learn temperance. We learn we need not be hard on the self to live up to our own truest desires and expectations. It is the opposite. We must be loving. We must demand of ourselves only to do that which we desire, to be authentic. And if in a moment that is to be sad, then we own that, and there is power in it. And if in a moment it is to be in bliss, we own that, and there is power in it. Releasing this burden. Tired of fighting, tired of withholding, desiring that rebirth, desiring to give to the self, to let the universe give to you. Soul, everything that is divinely provided. The universe wants to bend over backwards to surprise and delight you. Truly it does. The angels, it is all that they want, and they do not deny themselves blessings. But you must consent energetically. That is law. It is so. That is how you allow divine to bring you every celebration you desire. And it is coming. One final card to wrap this beautiful message up. Thank you, Spirit, and thank you, Soul, for being selfish enough to take this journey. Selfish enough to be happy because you deserve it, because you are worthy. No other reason. All of your wishes come true. And what is the crossing energy for this? The Ace of Cups. That which flows in you, as within, so without. Let it flow, souls. When you let your cup to flow, it fills itself. And all that awaits you is divinely provided. Celebration in abundance and dreams come true, made manifest. That is what the universe wishes to speak to you this beautiful morning. I am humbled, honored, and beyond delighted to deliver this. It is my heart's desire to do so, and so is truly selfish. And I am eager to admit this and encourage you to do the same. It is all source desires. It would not be here expanding if it did not want to. That is the drive of all things. Desire for pleasure and the joy of expansion, the joy of this wondrous, endless, perpetual progression, this journey from one to the next. It is without limit and without end, and truly it is all love. You are so beautiful, so blessed, and so beloved. Have the most magical of days, souls. And as always, we are so in awe of you. And I love you so very much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for taking this journey. Spirit is delighted in you, and so am I. Have a beautiful day.